So what's the grape explorer talking about today? Well, we're going to highlight an area that I find really, really interesting in Italy, of all places, and we're talking about Sicily. Sicily, of course, this is Italy right here. So big, big, gigantic area. But guess what? Sicily's right here, and we're going to highlight an area. This is called Etna, where they have the famous volcano. And, as the grape explorer gets into different regions of the world, what I like to do is, again, I like to talk about the past, the present, and the future. So I'll bring up a little bit of a past here. So we're talking about 25 years ago. I had a chance, I was at a wine show, and I had a gentleman, kind of like inching me to come and taste his wines. And I had no idea where it was from or what he was doing or anything like that. So he starts pouring a glass of white wine. And I said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "Oh, I'm from Sicily." And I said, "Oh, Sicily, that's a great area for wines." He said, "Yes, but I'm from Etna, where we have the volcano." And I said, "Wow, okay, let me try your wine." And I was trying the wines and I said, "Oh my God, these taste like white Burgundies. Tastes like Chardonnay." So he said, no Chardonnay, no. This is Carricante. And it's a very special grape that grows in Etna. It's one of what we call, conducive grape to the area. Doesn't really leave the area too much. And when I say that, we look at grapes today, especially the ones in Italy. If you take those grapes out of its environment, it's probably not going to last too long, especially in this area where we call volcanic soils. So we highlight a producer here. This is Planeta, which is one of the finest producers in that. Very, very good quality wines. But I think people should pay attention to Sicily for a number of reasons, because a lot of people really don't know Sicily that much here. They know Palermo up here. Of course, that's the most famous wine growing areas here. And what was famous in Sicily many, many years ago was Marsala. So a lot of the wines that were made were fortified wines. Again, this is arid, very hot, very dry regions. This area has been conquered by everybody from the Romans to the Greeks. Is for the very Arabic area too. But when we talk about Sicily in the last 20 years, we're not really talking about a lot of different wines that people would know. But you got to pay attention to these wines, because I think that these are the closest things to what I would call maybe French kind of style, because even the reds here from Etna taste like Burgundy. And again, this is white, so when you taste this wine, it doesn't taste anything to me like a Pinot Grigio or like a Gavi or even a Vernaccia from Tuscany. This has its own unique special qualities, which I really love in these wines. Again, when you smell these wines, if you put this into a blind tasting and you smell a little bit of buttery kind of quality, you'd say, whoa, that smells like a French Burgundy. It doesn't smell anything like California, because it just gives you little hints of those that toasty kind of quality to it. But when you taste the wine, you get layers and layers of fruit and beautiful bright acidity. Got to be from the volcanic soil that's there, and get this long mineral tone finish, which of course I love. I love minerality expression, especially when it comes from volcanic soils and everything like here. So this is an area that I think people should pay attention to. Of course, I love Sicily. My wife's family has some Sicilian in her. So, of course, we always like to try different Sicilian wines and everything like that. But when I tasted these wines with her, she was, wow, these wines are really, really good. So this is an area that you got to pay attention to. Again, this is a grape explorer talking about Italy, talking about grapes, and talking about beautiful wines.